WhiskyJason here, a Whisky Live Dublin 2022, together with
Higgins from Celtic Whisky Shop.
And in particular,
I represent our Cask sales program that we do through our website and by email as well. Yeah.
All right, very good. Now tell us about the Cask sales program. That's interesting, I think.
We source all our whiskey at the moment, with a few exceptions, from Great Northern Distillery, which have been making waves. You know, everyone's kind of quite excited about their spirit because it seems to be maturing quite quickly. And we have a range of casks available. Our standard ones that you find on our website are first of all bourbon casks. But if anyone signs up to our mailing list, you get to hear about the more exotic kind of things that we have going on. So we have some very special Oloroso, PX, Amontillado, and Madeira casks at the moment. But that changes all the time.
All right, let's go through this real quick. I'm someone from Ireland. I contact you, say I want to buy a cask. Now, either I buy it because I want an investment, or I buy it because I want to bottle it. Let's imagine I want to bottle it. Can I, as an individual in Ireland, bottle a cask of whiskey from you?
Yes.
All right, so no problem there. So I pick one, I purchase it, you bottle it for me, you label it for me, deliver it to my home after I pay all the taxes and all the money necessary.
Not exactly.
I knew I'd get you someplace. No. Exactly.
What happens is we sell you the cask.
Right.
We are custodians of the cask. We organise all the storage fees and everything through Stafford's and Wexford. That cask is legally your cask.
Right.
So when we sell it to you, it's your cask.
I think the contents of the cask are legally mine. The cask I don't get at the end, do I? The actual wood?
No, you could do.
Oh, you can? Okay, because I've actually had that discussion as well with some of the casks I own.
No,
in Ireland.
I mean, you can do what you want with the wood.
Okay.
Obviously, with cask ownership, most of the costs come when it's
bottled.
Customs and excise, VAT, bottling costs. So that's something we always say to people, consider that. We have a very good guide on our website that lets people know what you can expect to pay. Those are the big costs. Your initial outlay is just an initial outlay. That's your initial investment.
And then double that, and then you will have a bottle price at the end, basically.
Double, or maybe even a little bit more. So
at least, excuse me, yes.
Say people, maybe allow a 1-to-2 ratio. So it depends on how big the cask is and how long you're going to keep it.
Now, you said I cannot have it delivered to my doorstep. Now, tell me why not. The bottles.
Once that, you have to have it bottled.
Yes.
You have to have it. You have to pay the customs so they can leave the bonded warehouse. And once you've done that, it's up to you what you do with it.
Right.
So we can help. We can help with arranging someone to bottle it for you. But it does become a little bit tricky at that time. We bottle our own whiskey, so we can point you in the right direction.
So 2 years ago in Ireland, it was almost impossible to get anyone to bottle anything. They were booked for a year and a half, basically. Now everyone has their own bottling line, I have the feeling. So it's possible to actually find someone to bottle it for you.
A few more people do.
Yes, a few more people do it, right?
And you can do what you want. You can have it in a standard bottle, you can have it in a fancy bottle, you can do very special labels. You don't have to label it. You could just give it to your friends and family and do what you
could
want.
Maybe organize boxes or decorative wood boxes and all those things that people sometimes want to do, right?
But what I would say is what you can also do is you don't have to bottle the whiskey. You could sell it in auction.
So you can sell a cask of spirit, of whiskey.
You can sit on it for 5-6 years.
Right. So let me think. Does Celtic Whisky Shop have an auction site?
We do.
I know.
So CelticWhiskyAuction.com. We have sold some of our own casks through there, and it's a very simple process. And you will find our competitors doing it as well. There's a lot of people selling Scottish whiskey in whiskey auctions. So if you're interested in having a bit of fun with whiskey, you don't have to bottle it. You could just stick it into an auction when you're done with it and roll the dice.
Yes,
you're
exactly.
rolling the dice. There's no guarantees, returns. At the moment, everyone's making money on whiskey. But we're not going to make any fanciful claims based on...
Guaranteed in 8 years, 400%, we will not hear that here.
Based on a 25-year-old Macallan from the 1970s, you can expect X amount of money. No, but you will make a bit of money at the moment on Irish whiskey.
Very good. Now, more people live outside of Ireland than inside of Ireland, and so imagine an American. Can I actually buy a cask there? Could I ever get a bottle of that Irish whiskey to me in America?
Yeah, it's more difficult, but it's possible.
Right. You have done this before.
No, we haven't, but we send whiskey to the States through a retail site, so we do it that way. And plenty of American companies invest in Irish whiskey and they export it as well. It is possible. It's obviously a bit more messy. But,
talk to your shop, your local whiskey store. They will contact the people in Ireland and they can have their partners imported, and then you can buy it from the shop. You're not, as an individual, allowed in almost every state of the United States to sell whiskey yourself as an individual.
Yeah.
Now in Germany, it's different.
Set up yourself as a company.
Yes.
It's just like more complicated, you know. You can
it's a limited for New Jersey. Highly advisable.
I mean, we have some people buying one cask of whiskey, and that's all they're going to do. We have other people buying 20, 30 casks of whiskey. They obviously have a long-term plan on what they're going to do with that. They're probably going to start up their own whiskey brand, which is amazing.
Yes, exactly.
If they have the money, go and do it.
Yep, go and do it, exactly. Very, very good. And for example, in Germany, I could actually work together with my partners at my bonded warehouses I have, and they could actually deliver it to me at home after all the excise taxes, the alcohol taxes, the VAT taxes that have all been paid, and so on. But it's absolutely doable. The question is, what do I do with 230 bottles that are identical?
Exactly. What do you want to do? You can't drink it all yourself.
Right.
So get together with some friends, buy a cask with, 4 or 5 friends.
Whiskey clubs are fantastic for that, by the way. Got 20 people going together, and then you have one person willing to do all the paperwork, and it actually works out fine. Very good.
That's a great way to do it.
Now, tell a little bit of what you have at the moment here. Just different colors, different bottles, different things.
Yeah, you'll see we have some dark whiskey.
Probably sherry.
And some very light whiskey. So obviously there are different cask types. We always have available on our website the first fill bourbon casks.
What does the normal cask cost?
Anything from usually around about 1,500 upwards. I think our cheapest price at the moment was just over 1,000.
Wow.
For new make single grain in first fill bourbon. These prices are changing all the time.
Usually going up.
They have gone up several times in the last few years, which is just based on that spirit price. It's not anything to do with the barrels, it's just what it costs to put in. So we offer these first fill bourbon casks all the time on our website. We have single grain, double distilled malt, triple distilled pot still, and triple distilled peated malt. And a lot of people are excited about Great Northern and their peated malt.
They can't produce it fast enough at the moment, John said last week.
And today I have some examples of what I call our special cask. So this is a refill small PX sherry cask. Solera sherry cask, and this is a first fill 6-year-old Marsala cask. So you see the colours are
beautiful. Yes.
And we offer a range of fortified wine casks to our customers, mostly through our email database. So they generally don't get offered to the wider public because we have existing customers who snap them up.
Exactly. Rightfully so.
Like a lot of people, we work quite closely with bodegas and cooperages in Jerez, and we get some very special things from them.
Excellent, excellent. So I hope a few of you have now become curious. So they should go online probably and get more information.
CelticWhiskyShop.com, and there's a second tab on the page that's Whiskey Cask Sales. You'll find everything on there.
Very, very good. And if they have any questions, send an email. would you be willing to do telephone consulting, or is that kind of like, no?
Yeah, you get us easier by email.
Right.
So info@CelticWhiskyShop.com, or you can telephone us on, it's an Irish number, 01675 9744.
He really knows his stuff here. That's very good. WhiskyJason, thank you very much. I might have to go buy a cask from you one day as well.
Please do.
John won't sell it to me personally, so he says, go buy it from someone else. You're too small. Bye-bye.
Cheers.